All right, Chuck. These are the figures you agreed to. This is your term, your rate, and your base monthly payment. I do want to let you know you can take delivery of the vehicle at that base monthly payment. However, based on what you told me earlier, might not be the best choice for you. There's a lot of options available to you, and it's my responsibility to go over those options with you. May I begin?
Hmm.
By choosing the preferred option, you are going to receive a mechanical repair agreement. That's an extended service contract. That's going to cover 100% mechanical breakdown, including parts and labor, with a low $100 deductible. You're also going to get nationwide roadside assistance, and if your car has to be kept here overnight for any reason, you will get up to 5 days rental. It's basically going to cover everything except minor wear and tear items such as tires, brakes, oil changes, that kind of thing. Nextly is your 3-for-1 tire and wheel. In the event that you hit any of those potholes out there, nail, screw, any kind of road hazard, they will cover a limited number of times at no deductible, the replacement of a tire, wheel, rim. They also mount and balance. They're also going to include coverage for your windshield. You're driving down and you get a little rock or stone in your glass, that's going to be covered and cracks up to 6 inches. Also under that will be paintless dent repair. Dings, dents in your car that you get, as long as there's no paint damage, bring them back here, or they'll go out to your house in a limited number of times. Again, no deductible. Next is your gap insurance. Are you familiar with gap?
No.
So as soon as you drive your vehicle off the lot, that's when the vehicle is going to lose most of its value. In the event of a total loss or theft, your insurance company is only going to cover up to that value. Gap insurance is going to cover the difference between how much you still owe the bank and how much your insurance company is going to give you for your car. They're also going to pay up to $1,000 deductible from your accident. Gap insurance is especially important if you don't put at least 20% down, or if you roll any inequity from your previous vehicle into a new one. Lastly is your Ford maintenance program. In addition to oil changes and tire rotations, you're also going to get brake pads, 15K and 30,000 mile checkups. This was actually developed for Ford for their leases. They did this so that when the leases come back, they make sure they have a really well-maintained vehicle. Because of this, you pay about half as much for your maintenance as you would doing it outside. Here are your payment options there and there. Do you have any questions about any of these options before I move on?
No.
Great. By choosing the value package, you receive everything you got in the preferred option, except you are forfeiting your Ford maintenance plan. What that means to you, in addition to paying almost double for your maintenance, you're also risking losing out on some of your Ford factory warranty. And by that I mean, imagine that it's Christmas time. You don't want to have to. It's Christmas time, and it's about time for your 15K or 30K mile checkups. You push it off a month or two because you're saving up for presents, that kind of thing. Next couple months, you do have a transmission problem. Ford's going to say, even though that is something that should have been covered under your factory warranty, had you got your checkup and your regular scheduled maintenance, we would have seen that problem, and we wouldn't have had a transmission failure, so they're not going to cover it. So it does protect you in that way as well. There are your payment options there and there. Next is your basic option. Again, everything that the value option gave you, except you are forfeiting your gap insurance. What that means to you is, in the event of a total loss, you will have to pay the difference between what the insurance company gives you and how much you still owe the bank. So imagine you're just like one of our previous customers we had here at McCafferty. He was driving down Route 1. He did get T-boned at an intersection, or as he was pulling off Route 1. The difference between how much he had to owe the bank and how much insurance came and gave him was $11,000. So you have two choices at this point. You can either pay the $11,000 in cash, come back to McCaffrey and buy another vehicle, which we would be fine with, or you can try to roll that $11,000 into your new vehicle. Which one is super incredibly hard to do, but if you do have the excellent credit and you can do that, you're going to be paying the $11,000, your deductible, and your taxes over $250 a month just in the vehicle you don't own anymore, in addition to one you purchase. Here are your payment options there and there. Lastly, you still are going to have your mechanical repair agreement, but you are be forfeiting the 3-for-1 tire and wheel. So imagine you're driving down 95. You do hit one of those potholes we got so familiar with last year. You couldn't swerve out of the way. The depth of the pothole was deeper than the thickness of your tire. You're going to need a new tire. You're going to need a new rim. Most people know that, but most people don't understand just how much money that costs. One occurrence is going to be between $700 and $1,000. You can do this in a limited number of times. Again, there's no deductible. That's the major stuff. You can also get a nail or a screw in the sidewall of your tire. You're going to need a new tire. Nice thing about this company is they're not going to say, you have 50% tread left. We're only going to give you 50% towards the new tire. As long as it's not completely bowed and past inspection, you're going to get the new tire that you need. Again, you are still going to forfeit the glass protection on that. And then the really big one to me is the paintless dent repair. Things and dents in your car, not only is it going to keep your car looking nice, but eventually you're going to want to trade in the car. So you're going to come back here to McCafferty and you're going to say each ding and dent on the car is going to remove $100 to $200 per month, or off the trade-in value of your vehicle. There are your payment options there and there. Now, before I ask you to make a decision, do you have any questions about the packages or options that we have? Great. Which one of these works best for you?
Base payment.
Okay, not a problem. Do me a favor and sign this base payment for me there, Chuck, that you do not want to take it. All right, now, just real quickly, because I've been doing this for a while, most of my customers who choose the base payment, they do so for one of two reasons. It's either the overall cost or the way that I packaged everything together for them. Which was it for you?
Cost.
Understand, cost is a major factor for everyone and in their budget. Assuming cost was not a factor, which two of these in the preferred option do you see the most value in?
Gap and driver's plus.
This would be the price for Gap alone in your monthly payment. This would be the price for the driver's plus. This is the price for both. Which one of these works best for you?